Hi guys, how are you doing? So this is a requested reading for what's happening with them, past, present, future. So this is, we've got 3 piles here, and that's what it's going to be about. So there's 3 cards. There's a past card, a present card, and a future card. So this is what's happening with them in regards to you for the past, present, and future. Okay? So please pause the video if you want to choose. Here we go. Hi number ones, how are you doing? I hope you're really well. So before I start, I do just want to say thank you to everyone new and returning. If you would like a private reading with me, you can look in the description box below. £20, 20 minutes, you get your reading in 24 hours. And please follow me on social media if you fancy it, or look on my website, etc. It's in the description box below. Right, what's happening with them? Okay. Past, present, future. Right, okay. Fine. So, sorry, I was just taking the energies in. Sorry. Silence. Right, so I feel like in the past, what's happened with this person is that you have felt very, there's been a lack of communication. There's been a sense of separation. There may well be no contact. This card can mean no contact. High Priestess. But there's been a real sense that you haven't been able to connect with this person. They felt very distant, literally or metaphorically. And yeah, it's been tough, you know, in the past. Present, they're still grieving. There's still a difficulty here. The 3 of Swords, they're going through some stuff. They really are. So what's going on with them is not it's not bad, because this is very cleansing. They need to let this go. They need to heal. They need to deal with this difficulty. They may well be having, this could be a third party situation as well. We've got the 3 swords here through the puncture in the heart. This could be them, somebody else, you. It's all very painful. But the rain in the background cleanses the situation. So the good thing here is that at the present they are healing, but it's still painful for them. You know, so if you are still in a separation, if you're still not hearing from them, this is why. Okay? This is what's going on. They feel pain, difficulty. Okay. And the future at the moment, I feel like, you know, they are in some sort of bondage situation. This is a current energy. And when I say past, present, future, I don't mean future indefinitely. This is just the future at this moment. So we're talking, you know, the next few weeks. You know, there's a sense of bondage. There's a sense of commitment elsewhere. This could be the third party. It could be bondage on a different level. So this could be bondage, like attachment to the material, to the superficial. This can be a person who is very interested in the 3D, not very spiritually connected, that's looking for success and all that sort of thing in a very physical type of a way. This can also be like something that you're really drawn to, like an addictive sort of situation or an addictive relationship. You know, lustful, can be quite sexual, but is not good. You know, it's not a positive, balanced energy on the whole. This can be in a different sort of circumstance of cards, can be positive, because it can just mean commitment. But with this, it's not, it's bondage. So your person, what's happening with them is they're silent because they're going through, or they're detached because they're going through a lot of pain and a lot of difficulty, and they're not going to be able to get out of it right this minute, okay? So that's their current circumstances. So it's not actually really very positive or very joyful for number one. Sorry about that, but this sometimes happens. So this is what's happening with them at the minute. This is only the next few weeks though, so do not despair, if you want a more longer ranging, you know, because this is only their current circumstances, past, present, future. If you want to know beyond that few weeks, meditate, connect with your intuition, and if you want to watch another reading either on my channel or somebody else's, ask to be shown further beyond this Devil card, and then watch a reading to go with that. All right, please don't worry about this. I mean, we go through cycles, as we know, and this will not last forever. That's the thing about it. This too shall pass, you know. Okay guys, see you soon on the next reading. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the reading. Thank you. Hi number twos, how are you doing? Before I start number twos, I just would like to say thank you so much for being here. If you enjoy the reading today, you'd like your own, it's £20 for 20 minutes, and it's in the description box below, the link as to how to get the reading, and you'll get it within 24 hours. I would also like to say that if you'd like to follow me on social media, please look in the description box below. All the links to my website, my blog, blah, 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 my other YouTube channel, it's all below. Okay, guys, so what is happening with them? Past, present, future. Okay. So this is a good situation for you, number twos. So you have found that your person has been kind of stuck. You know, they've been the Hanged Man. This is not like a bad situation. It's just that they've been in a pause. They've not been able to move. So with regards to you, they've not been able to move forwards. They've not been able to move towards you. I feel they've been stuck in some other stuff, probably another relationship or another situation. It could be a work situation, but I doubt it because it's emotional. We've got 8 of Cups and 7 of Cups. So they've been stuck elsewhere. They have had opportunities to come to you, but they've never taken them. The reason for that is that they have either, for whatever reason, they've not taken them, but for the main part is because they've had to let that opportunity pass because it's not been the right time for them. You know, and they've been in a period of reflection. They've been waiting for this aha moment. Okay. Now, that said, they are no longer in this period of reflection. They are starting to move. However, it's not quite the massive revelation you might have hoped for. You know, they're not going to suddenly be like, oh, you know, this is the person for me. Not that they're saying you're not the person for them. I just mean they're not going to be like sudden epiphany and racing towards you with, you know, a ring or whatever you want, you know, commitment and, you know, and remember this is for people who are in a relationship as well. It's just like they're kind of been in this position where they're not really sure, and they've been kind of like waiting and they've been holding back or hanging back a bit. And then what's happening is, yes, things are moving and it's really, really good, but it's not like the mega change that you might have hoped for, but it is really positive because it's the 8 of Cups. This is them moving on from the past and towards you. And the great thing is that the moving on from is definitely happening with the 8 of Cups. And what they're leaving behind is not bad, but they're leaving it behind because they want to move towards you. You know, and they know that the past is in the past now and they need to leave it behind and they need to move on. And I feel like that's really what they're doing at the minute. They're intending to move on. They want to move on. And I think that they have really decided to let go of this sort of waiting period. And they may well feel that they've had a realization that makes them move. However, I don't think it's quite the big revelation that they thought it might be, because once they do start to move, 8 of Cups, what we find is in the future, though they start to heal, they may come to you, they may make that step towards you, they definitely say they want to make that next step towards you. You may find they contact you or they have that conversation with you about moving things to the next level, and there's a sense that they want to move, and you start to see some encouraging signs of them healing from the past and moving on. However, 2 steps forward and a small step back, because then we go back to the 7 of cups in the future. So in the future, it's not that they don't want you, it's not that they decide to change their mind or anything like that, but what happens is that they start with this bold moving forwards, and rather than moving on to the 9 of Cups, which is like the wishes fulfilled and things happening, what happens is they have a bit of a wobble. They have a bit of a wobble, they take a small step back, and they get the 7 of Cups, which is like confusion. Oh, hang on, I've moved on now, but I'm not sure. Which direction should I go in next? Which cup is going to offer me the trick, and which one is going to offer me the treat? You know, it's like, you know, which one's going to bite me, which one's going to be good for me. So they just have a bit of uncertainty. They just have a bit of where they feel a little bit insecure, and they're just going to need a bit of reassurance from you, that's all, that it's okay. Because they have, I do feel like they have moved on, and they will have moved on towards you positively, but they're just going to get a little bit unsure and feel a bit uncertain, and they're just going to need you to just say it's okay. And if they start to seem a little bit unsure, don't panic, don't worry. It doesn't mean that they don't want you, it doesn't mean they've changed their mind, it just means they're a bit uncertain. And I just saw 1111 when I said that, so that's really good. So guys, really positive, because they're finally making a move. Hooray! Thank you so much, number 2s. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the reading. Hi, number 3s. How are you doing? Thank you for being here. Sorry if you're hearing this spiel for the 3rd time because you've listened to all 3 of them. Guys, thank you so much for being here for the reading. If you do like the reading, you'd like your own, it's £20 for 20 minutes, and you will get your reading within 24 hours. Check the description box below for a link to buy your reading. If you would like to, I would love it if you would follow me on social media, or you know, come and speak to me over there. That would be fabulous. I also have a blog and another YouTube channel, which are all linked below. Okay. Oh, look at this. Ooh, King of Wands, Queen of Wands, 2 of Swords. Wow. Okay, so past, present, future, what's happening with them with regards to you? It's not in general, it's regards to you. So what's happening with them? Interesting. So in the past, they've had a sense of indecision. 2 of Swords, it's not uncomfortable. I don't feel it's uncomfortable, but they've not been sure. They've not been sure which way to go. They didn't know which choice to make. This is like mental confusion, if you like. You know, they felt divided, they felt torn. But now they've moved on from that. It's quite a big change as well, to go from the 2 of Swords in the past. Something significant's happened to them. I feel something significant's happened, because we're going from the 2 of Swords to the King of Wands. That's a really big change. They've really found their strength. They've really found their ambition, their focus, their confidence. They've come into their own power recently. I don't know whether this is something to do with their work or their passion or their own life mission. It could be, you know, that they've had like inspiration from that. I do think that's possible. You know, that they've kind of like connected with their own power, if you like. And this could be through work, through a promotion. They could be very work and passion focused here. But the main thing is that they've gone from this kind of like slightly insecure, uncertain energy of the 2 of Swords, where they can't really make up their mind about anything, to being this king who's really kind of empowered, which is absolutely fabulous. You know, it's really interesting. Because, and then in the future we got the Queen of Wands. Now obviously when I saw these, I just saw King and Queen of Wands, so this is like, to me, it's kind of frustrating now, because I wish I could pull more cards, and it's not fair on the other piles of the other 2 groups. But they're saying it's okay. The message is here. That's fine. Okay, so as soon as I saw this, I felt like, well, of course, this is you two. This is the king and queen together. So I feel like for some of you, okay, they're just giving me a couple of different messages. Right, so for some of you, it's that a joint mission or passion or work or hobby or something that you do together or have started to do together has brought you together. Okay? So this can be that you work together or you're working on something together, and this has taken him or her from a position of ambivalence and uncertainty to a position of certainty and knowledge, and a sense of you working together as the king and queen, as working together as a pair, you know, which is fabulous. For some of you, it's that, okay, for some of your persons, let's say, it's that they've gone from the King of Wands to the Queen of Wands. So they've gone from being uncertain to a position of real power. And for some of you, what you'll find is that they're very, very focused on business, on their passions, and that you're really happy about that, because when you hear that, or if you've seen it in your life, that they were all sort of uncertain and now they feel like they've reclaimed themselves, they've reclaimed their power, but they're perhaps kind of a little bit overly focused on that and not very focused on you. And the Queen, I feel, is here intuitively. It's like a softening, more of a focus on family and relationships, more open to discussion, more open to listening to advice from other people. So it's like in the future they're going to soften. So even though it's fantastic that they've stepped into their power here, they're kind of a little bit too focused outside of the relationship rather than on you. But that is going to change, and they're going to come around to feeling like they want to bring this power towards family and towards relationship. But the great thing for you guys, whether you are working together on a project and that's what's moved this from this indecision, or whether it's just that they have found their thing, they found their inner strength, their power, they found their passion, they've connected to their true selves, which is what I feel this is. Either way, what you're going to find is that they've really connected to their passion and to their true selves. They've become a whole as well with the king and the queen. For me, it's like the divine masculine and feminine, like the yin and the yang has come together. So they've found their wholeness, you know, which is really fantastic. So you can expect some real positive movements here, because they've really found themselves and they're open to this discussion about family, about future, instead of this blindfolded sort of indecision that you've found in the past. So number 3 is, this is fantastic. So much love to you. See you on the next reading.